Hi, welcome back to Bust The Crust, a show where Rowan has a big head and we all don't.
Yeah.
Big head Rowan and the Trash Kids. Okay. Man, what is going on in terms of snow, you guys?
Well, we did finally get some snow. There's actually snow on campus right now, which is cool.
It's awesome.
I want to bring Blake Nordic skiing through
that'd
campus,
be great.
but apparently they're still plowing the snow off the field.
Yeah,
I saw it today.
They're plowing the field, so it's just grass.
yeah, Blake and I were walking back from class or lunch or something, and we saw on one of the it's not like an athletic field.
No, it's just some
field.
quad.
It's just a quad on campus. They had 3 of those little gator golf truck things just plowing the snow off the grass side.
It's because we're not allowed to have fun here.
It already most of it already melted. So.
Yeah.
The one I saw today, it was not even on the quad or a field. It was the grass next to the sidewalk.
Yeah. It's not bad for the grass. I don't think they know how to deal with snow here.
No.
That's my opinion.
Oh yeah, me and Blake actually the other day. There's a guy parked out in front of our in front of our dorm, and he was he didn't know how to back up, so he's doing the thing where he just does full pedal to the floor,
Spinning
trying
wheels.
to back up, spinning in a full parking lot.
Yeah,
we
it
were waiting
took him,
for him to just fly back and crash
7
into a bunch of
minutes
cars.
to get out of his parking spot.
Yeah, I know when we were driving back to Junction after the race up in Winter Park, I was kind of surprised to see snow still in town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be melted. By
You guys were
Yeah.
coming from
Leadville.
so
Where
same
it snowed a
road.
lot.
Yeah.
How much did you guys get?
It was 6 or 8 inches on
Yeah.
the hill by the time we were trying to do our race.
Yeah.
We were having to
Yeah.
go and snow plow everything off.
I
Was that
slipped the
We'd
course
slip the course 3 times before running anyone.
Was that on Saturday or Sunday?
That was Sunday.
Okay.
It snowed
same
on
for us.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
Yeah, we woke up to snow in Winter Park about 5 inches in the morning, something like that.
It was, I think, it got bigger.
Big snow.
We got more as the day went on.
Yeah.
It just snowed the whole day.
It
and-
dumped on us during our fun team sprint.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, our race was in Winter Park, and
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Anyways.
we raced in Winter Park this week. We raced the Stagecoach Classic, which is a 15K point-to-point race, and probably one of the funnest ones of the year. I'd
It's
say
my favorite. For sure.
It's definitely my favorite, especially after doing it a second time. So.
Yeah. But who wants to start this?
You.
All right. So it is my favorite race. But it was not this year. It was fun. It was still a good time, but it was a very poorly set up race. And I know races are hard to put on, but they didn't try very hard.
Well, it was just specifically the downhill.
Specifically, the grooming of the
last
2K,
2K maybe.
the big descent, which it's huge for a Nordic race.
Yeah.
I haven't skied any other courses that have that much, all at once downhill.
Yeah.
Basically, they sent us. It was a classic race, so they groomed the tracks. They put in the little grooves, and usually on corners like those, on a downhill like that, which is very steep, a lot of switchbacks. Usually they stop putting in the tracks at the corners so that you can get out and step turn or slide or however you're going to go around the corners. This time they just left them in, so you're going really fast into a really sharp corner, and it was scary.
It's kind of
all of the leading men crashed in our race.
except for me,
Jeez.
but
You
then I crashed at the
later.
bottom.
Yeah, I didn't crash on the corner. I crashed on the bottom. I think Ivan didn't crash at that part, but he
Yeah.
crashed somewhere else. So
The thing with the tracks, it's kind of like if you took some train tracks and you made the train do a 90-degree turn, it's just the momentum. Just
I've
can't.
been going 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Into some of these corners, and all of a sudden it just you can't. It doesn't work. They also like left rocks in the course. That wasn't cool. I think you jumped one, right?
I did jump a rock.
Yeah, you shouldn't leave. It's not ski cross. It's Nordic. We're not, and like there was no marking or anything, and then they like had us cross a road that was kind of covered with snow. Bunch of big wheel ruts.
That's where I crashed.
That's where you crashed on the road?
Well, it's like right after the road, because then you hit
Right
a bunch
after
of
the
powdery
road.
snow, and you lose all your momentum.
And then right after the road, they had you skiing on the snowbank that was like that wide.
That's what I crashed on.
Yeah. Oh, so do you like hit the asphalt?
No, I fell in the snow, but I was trying to not go into the asphalt, and that's what made me crash.
I got you. So it was still a fun race, and
it was really good weather.
They didn't have, it was great weather. They didn't have a ton of snow to work with, so yeah, I guess I can't be too harsh, but I felt like it could have been a little safer. The other thing that I thought was funny was on one of the switchback corners, if you were to go straight instead of making the turn, which is really hard to make, they had like a bunch of people there just like standing, which I thought was a bad place to spectate because you might get hit by somebody, but oh well.
Yeah, we had a race at Ski Cooper. It was supposed to be a double slalom weekend where we do slalom both Saturday and Sunday. But on Saturday night, it snowed a lot and the conditions were not going to be safe for another slalom race, so we did a GS. And also, the weather was so bad that we had to cancel the second run, so it was just one run of GS.
Yeah, it was sad.
It was sad. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're sitting up there and it's like 2 degrees outside and the wind's blowing, snow's
It was
falling.
that cold?
About 13 degrees.
Yeah, it wasn't 2.
Okay.
But still cold. I mean,
Sorry.
No.
the snow wasn't stopping.
No. And
So-
yeah, at a point, it becomes really dangerous to be skiing around on these thin, heavy skis. I didn't bring my GS skis today, but they're thin and they're heavy and they don't really go through powder very well. So you'd finish your race and if you didn't fall in the finish corral, you'd go out and then try to ski back down to the lift and fall somewhere in the, like...
The finish corral was awful. Like, it was such a huge gap between the finish line and where you could actually exit.
Yeah.
But it was so powdery, it wasn't packed down at all. So several people definitely hit the B-net.
Yeah.
I almost crashed into it.
The what net?
The B-net. So
What's
it's the red net that it's like the safety net for racers. So like if they go off course when you're racing, they'll try to hit that.
Yeah, instead of like hitting a tree,
Yeah.
you'll
Oh.
get caught in the net and
Yeah.
hopefully not like concuss yourself.
Yeah,
That's
hopefully.
interesting. I did
Yes.
not know that was a thing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
fun stuff. And results-wise, I think our team did pretty well this weekend. We
Mhm.
definitely scored some points. We had a lot of finishers today. Not today, but that weekend.
The weekend, yeah.
You know.
It's Monday.
It is Monday.
I went to school today. Who were your like top finishers?
I'll tell you who wasn't.
Well, on Saturday, Saturday
Me
it
too.
was
Me too.
Andrew.
Jake, you,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then Travis, because
Oh.
Travis.
Yeah, the first run,
Messed
Travis. Yeah. And I think he caught back up second run, at
Yeah,
least a little
he
bit.
did.
Nice.
And then on Sunday, yeah, it was kind of hard to tell because we only had one run. but
Yeah.
Who was it? You? Not you, sorry.
It was either Andrew or Travis, and then
something like that.
Jake, and then me. I ended up in like 25 or 26 by counting the times ahead of me on the scoreboard. Because we don't have
Mhm.
official results yet because Leadville is still in the 1950s.
I don't think we do
No
either.
service.
Yeah.
Yeah, we counted.
Um,
There are results. I haven't seen them yet because I think only coaches have them. But Ivan got second in our race. I think Andrew got sixth. I'm pretty sure you were 11th and I was 13th. So that was our top 4
It's pretty good.
guys. Yeah, we did all right. I would have liked to done a little better. I was hoping to be closer in the top 10, but
Yeah.
I'll take it. 13th isn't the worst.
Lucky.
Yeah. Lucky. Or is it unlucky?
I think it's unlucky.
How did the girls do?
The girls did fine. I mean, there's only 3 of us, so only the top 3 on your team can score. So
Yeah, we only
All
have
of
2,
us.
so
yeah.
got us beat.
Well, it helps that all 3 of us finish, because if one of us didn't finish, then we'd have the ghost time, which is the slowest person out of everybody racing plus like 10 seconds. So it's a huge,
Very
it's bad
big
thing.
disadvantage.
Yeah, but I think Sonia came in before Michaela a couple runs, and then me third, but Michaela and Sonia are pretty good, so.
It's okay. We're bringing up the rear.
Kind of.
Caboose.
But yeah, not too bad. I think as a whole team, though, we got 3rd or 4th, so.
Yeah.
And that's just because our team
Train
is
whistle.
finishing.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
Doing it.
I
Doing
think
it well.
we were. I don't know if we have team scores. This wasn't just a conference race that we raced. It was like a big.
Well, I mean, it was a conference race, but it wasn't
Yeah, but
like,
it's like a-
it wasn't just a
It's
conference
a
race. It was
civilian
also
race too.
a public
Public.
thing.
Yeah. Rowan and I were laughing because one of our teammates, Jake, started to bring a train whistle in
Yeah.
the van whenever we go somewhere.
As soon as everyone's in,
He usually go, oh, wait, hang on, I forgot, and like pulls out this wooden train whistle and all aboard!
All aboard! I need to film you eating a burrito.
It's pretty good.
How do you think our team would react to that?
Annoyed. Probably annoyed. Do you guys have a van?
We take one of the school vans.
Oh,
Yeah.
lucky.
we tried
have a
to.
suburban.
Yeah.
It
We
works.
were trying to get a Sprinter van
At
this
capacity.
year because all the cool teams have Sprinter vans. And
Well, and it would just be so much like better for our skis, because right now our skis just get crammed under the seat, and you just have to not step on them. So if you're sitting in the middle, you have to sit like kind of to the side,
Yep.
or like with your legs roll spread over the
Sometimes
ski
we take a
bags.
trailer, but not usually.
No,
Yeah.
it's expensive.
Yeah.
This weekend I got to sit in every row.
I was lucky enough to sit shotgun on the way home.
Oh,
Oof.
So that was nice. Probably
sure
won't
it
happen
was.
very often.
Our van fell apart this weekend a little bit. They always fall apart, but this time it was like the seal on the door, like the passenger door, like it kept falling out. I think Dave eventually pulled it off and just put it in the back. But yeah, Sprinter van would be nice. So Mercedes, Ford,
You want to
Dodge,
sponsor?
yeah, we'll take it. It could be like the ski van, or I don't know, the Bust The Crust mobile. I don't know.
Ooh, crust the
Yeah.
cruster.
The Crust Buster.
So you're probably wondering who this is, and it is not Emma this time.
It's not Blake.
No.
It's not Blake.
This is Blake.
Do you want to introduce?
Yeah, sure.
Your teammate.
Yeah.
This is Erin. She is one of my teammates on the Alpine ski team. So, Erin, how did you get into skiing?
Okay, well, I'll start young. When I lived out here, I lived in Bailey, Colorado. Grew up there, and learned how to ski either at Breckenridge or Keystone when I was young, probably around 4 or 5. Anyway, so then my family moved to Indiana, and we would try to come out here and ski once a year, but not every year that happened. It would just be for a couple of days. And then when I got here, I was checking out the club sports and intramurals, and on the list I noticed that there was a club ski team. I'm like, oh, that sounds super cool.
Not our ski team, no.
Yeah.
And so I checked it out, like got in contact with the coach, and I didn't realize it was racing. I thought it was just like skiing, you know. And at this point I had no skis. I didn't even have powder skis. And so I got on the team and then realized that I was racing. And I didn't even know what slalom or GS was.
When did you find out? Like, when was your
was the, like,
waking
oh
up
crap
moments?
moment?
Yeah, like, what have I
Well-
got myself into?
I met with the coach and he was talking about all this stuff and like, okay, and like, it sounds pretty serious. I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it because it sounds fun and it's skiing. So I just hopped right in, and then my teammates really helped me into figuring out what I needed because I had absolutely nothing. used my coach's old skis for both slalom and GS, and then
That's not normal. I'm not an Alpine guy, but I know that.
they were old skis too, but you know they did the job.
They're the ones you like tied your foot in.
Not quite, but yeah, it's kind of how I got into it. So
Very cool. So, I know you haven't been skiing or racing for that long, but do you have a favorite event yet?
I think that GS is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm going faster, which I like, and I don't know if I actually am or not, but I like GS a lot. So
Okay.
Making those big turns.
yeah.
Yeah, I still
Yeah.
don't know what that is.
No.
You'll learn, maybe.
No.
Well, it's like-
watch our videos,
it's like one of the
Roman.
reasons
If
we
I,
do
yeah, if
this.
I watch the videos, I'll maybe figure it out.
Nah.
Nah.
So, what are you majoring in?
Nursing, just same as before.
Yeah.
So I actually sent in my application and transcript today and scheduled to take the entrance exam. So we'll see.
All that fun stuff.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
see how it goes.
But there's one more question that still needs to be asked.
Erin?
For me?
If you had...
Sorry.
Erin, if you had a useless superpower, what would it be?
A useless?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it doesn't have any benefit or like any real consequence. It's just kind of there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Choose.
Choose.
What about like, well, I don't, this could be useful, but like drinking a lot of water without having to pee. You know?
That's good. That's a really good one.
That's a good. That's probably the best answer.
Oh,
I
okay.
like that. Good job. Good job.
Because I like to drink a lot of water, but I always have to pee like 5 minutes later, so I hate doing that.
I understand. Yeah, good. That's a good one. You'd be
Yes.
like the human camel.
Thanks for stopping by. We had fun. I hope you did too. Join us next time. And in the meantime, you can find us at these locations on the internet. And another thing I'd like to point out is last time I said that the Alpine team had a Facebook page. This time I'm going to say we don't because I couldn't find it. Thanks for watching our show. We'll be back next week and you can watch it again.
Cheers.
This episode is over!